Hi Taurus, and welcome to your monthly tarot reading for August. And this is a general reading that could benefit any sun, moon, or rising sign of Taurus. And, we'll get a sense of what the energies or messages are for the month, and we can plan accordingly. And we'll pull some oracle cards afterwards for further guidance and clarity. Okay. So we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Seven of Wands, and we have the Three of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is a card that is, it's a gift or blessing from the universe. And the universe wants you to use your thinking, to either think about life or, the interactions within your life, to think of it in a new way. You also may be having new ideas, new approaches. You might have to use your rational thinking in order to problem solve. Because the Ace of Swords brings clarity. It brings this very sharp blade, which is giving you the precision to really cut through to the heart of the matter and to take that information and to really, I would say, gain an accurate insight about a situation. Why? Because you're looking at things objectively instead of dealing with issues on an emotional, from an emotional perspective. So you could see this is a powerful illustration because of the clouds. Because yes, when we have swords, it can indicate adversity, troubles, things coming up that we have to reason or figure out. And so the Ace of Swords is powerful to you because it's going to hopefully make you search for clarity, to make you look at what is there, what is real, what's the situation. And then understanding the facts, then you can use that information to help you make next decisions. So, Ace of Swords, it's power, but it's also the power of analysis. So not only to allow yourself to think and to come up with new ideas, but it is the power of analysis and objectivity for you to be able to handle things within your life. So then we have two interesting cards. We have the Seven of Wands. And in the Seven of Wands, this Wands energy of passion, of excitement, of purpose, of ambition, of accessing and developing our own power, our own personal growth. The Seven of Wands is a time for you to have to defend yourself, to protect your state of being. So whether you have to protect your ideas or you have to protect your actions, this is you're on guard, and here you're trying to maybe push back others who are either interfering, causing issues, causing disruption. You're going to stand tall and you're going to defend your integrity, your beliefs. I would also say, when I think of the Seven of Wands, there's also a little small message of to take the higher ground, which is in again, the interactions that we have. If there are problems, it's to think perhaps as you're defending yourself and to do what you need to do to hold forth, but don't let don't let it sink. Don't let it sink below too fast. So it's a matter of standing up for yourself. So here you're really going to have to use your head and think and either come up with a new approach, a new idea, a new way, as well as being objective and analytical. And then we have the Three of Swords, which is the sense of pain, hurt, betrayal, a loss. It can span so many ways to have this horrible feeling that we have when we're hurt. Things where you just want to sit down and have a good cry. And so with the Three of Swords, it could be that someone has been unkind to you and has been mean-spirited. And that can feel like a dagger through the heart. Could be someone saying, I don't really feel the same. I think we're going to have to break up. And that could be, just like that jolt that you would get. Could be simple as something as, a disappointment, someone lying. It's just simply a card, as you can tell from the colors in this illustration, from the woman here holding herself. It's when you really feel low and it's being hurt. So how do we deal with being hurt? Well, when we're in times of challenges, we really have to rely on our smarts. We have to rely on what we see and not paint sometimes a rosy picture, or maybe we paint a fantasy of a relationship sometimes that we think it was really good, but maybe it really wasn't, and it had nowhere to go but to have issues. So with the Three of Swords, I would say it's a matter of processing the hurt. You are hurt if you feel hurt, if you feel slighted, if you feel that someone has been unkind to you, then you need to take note of it. You need to absorb it for a bit, and then ultimately you're going to have to let it go. And you're going to have to get back to the activities and the things that make you feel alive, and that make you feel present, and that make you feel happy. And sometimes it just simply takes time. And that's fine. But it's as you begin to deal with feeling hurt or feeling a sense of loss, it may be like, wow, what can how am I ever going to get over this? And we always say that to ourselves, how will I ever get over this? But eventually we do. Eventually we do. And I will use this example just from a personal perspective. It's when my father was ill and going through the process, and when he died, I just thought to myself, how will I ever make it without him? How will I ever deal with this? And yeah, it was tough. And then, life bounces. You bounce back a bit. You bounce back, but you're a little wiser. And you have that experience, and, it really stinks and it hurts, but you have to, again, you have to live it. You have to live through it, and you will live through it. So, interesting spread for Thursday. Let's go ahead and take, let's take a look at the numbers. That's what I was trying to say. So we have 8 and 3 is 11. And here we come full circle back to a master number, the master number of service, which is such a blessing of a number. And it's to use your wisdom, to use your enlightenment, to use your generosity, your altruistic hands to help others. And you can help others by being an example. You can help others by reaching out, being supportive, making the call, signing up to volunteer. There's so many ways to be of service. And so it's simply a beautiful, beautiful number. Finally, I'm going to choose an oracle card. We'll get a little more information. Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Well, seeing truth for what it is, to me, will always connect with the Ace of Swords. It's seeing the reality of the situation. It's looking at it very clearly, objectively, based on what you see and what is there, versus what you are perceiving or what you think. So, psychic insight, always great advice to follow your intuition. Coupled with using your smarts, it's a great combo. So that's your reading for today. I hope you found something helpful. If you enjoyed the reading, subscribe, like, share, or comment, and join me tomorrow for another reading. Thank you so much for your time. Take care.